Hey, it's James Taylor here. The writer and thinker Edward de Bono once said that the purpose of the brain is to be brilliantly uncreative. Brilliantly uncreative. Now, what he meant by that is the brain's become very, very good at pattern recognition. It does this because it allows it to save energy and to save time. So in the Serengeti Plains, our ancestors, if they saw that grass moving a little bit, wavering a little bit there, then they might have recognized, well, that's the pattern to say there's something behind there that wants to attack me and kill me. So that was useful. It's a useful thing. Because if we didn't have this pattern recognition, then we would become overwhelmed by all the new information that's coming at us all the time. It allows us to sort and sift what's coming at us. But here's the problem with it. When it comes to creative thinking, what you often need to do is you actually need to develop new perspectives and new paradigms. It's no good just doing it the way that it's always been done. So there's a couple of ways we can do that, and we can break some of these patterns, or at least modify or develop these patterns. The first one is to develop your creative thinking skills. Just develop that muscle, that mental muscle that you have to think in different ways, to manipulate the information and to maybe come up with new concepts. The other one is to get inspiration from other fields, other industries, other creative fields perhaps. And there's actually a whole bunch of others, but we don't have time to cover them all in this very short video. But I want to give you one just now that you can use. And it's called the what if question. So let's imagine next time, like in the next 24 hours, you're about to do something and you're just kind of going to your usual pattern and way of doing it. Pause for a second and ask yourself, well, what if I did it in a slightly different way? What if? And then actually, a couple of ways that you can do as motivations for this. One is you can just find an inanimate object and think about what the characteristics of that object. What if I did this with this kind of thing in mind? Or another one that's quite commonly used is we think of someone that we admire. We think someone's very good at what they're doing. Well, what if I did this? Instead of doing it the way that I've normally been doing, what if I did it in the way that name a person would do it? How would they tackle this problem? Would they look at it any differently? What that's going to allow you to do is it's going to allow you to switch up, change that kind of that thinking a little bit, develop new ways of perceiving something, perhaps develop new paradigms as well. At the end of it, you may go back to the original pattern, and you find that's actually the most efficient, and it gets the job done, and that's fine. But especially if you want to develop that creative part of you, the part of you that creates things which are new and novel and perhaps can change the world, then they're going to come from not doing things in a traditional way and creating entirely new patterns. Hi, it's James here. Did you enjoy that episode? If so, there's two things that we can do to continue the journey together. Firstly, I would love if you to subscribe, give us 5 stars and leave a comment. Secondly, if you go to jamestaylor.me and enter your name and email address, I'm going to send you some free goodies all around creativity and innovation. Look forward to continuing the journey together.